maybe if they could just chain a few deaths on towards Miracle, shut his game down, and potentially just run away with an early lead, and just take the game before the Terrorblade actually becomes scary, we could see them get the win that way. But generally, it's not very easy at all.
It is a pretty good skirmishing lineup, right? Like you have the IO who can show up anywhere. Queen, like Slaughter doesn't really have cooldowns. Undying is pretty good just with like coming in with decay. Like there is a decent amount of value to Fun Gamers draft. My problem mainly with the Queen of Pain is that long cooldown for her ultimate. It's it does take a while for her to be like, okay, I'm ready to fight again.
Yeah, it can be quite a problem. We'll see if that's an issue for them. I was just thinking, right? You were saying about how the Undying doesn't make much sense in this draft. Like we're mentioning the Tombstone save against the Flaming Lasso.
Yep.
You also have the Tombstone save against the Glimpse for the IO. He gets Glimpse back to his other lane, quickly chuck him in the Tombstone, bring it back out afterwards. That's the big brain play right there, Otomo.
Yeah, I don't know if you play for that though. You play for like the 15-minute shard Undying. Like it's kind of like pretty out there. I don't know if you can see, but sometimes like it's a bit too complex of a counter. Well, it could work for sure, and I don't think that's really the way they thought of it.
No, I don't think so. I'm just trying to find any sort of slight little thing I can, I've got to find those little fine details.
I like how we're sort of already in Nigma Galaxy's corner, but imagine if Fun Gamers just goes and trashes them, and we're like, okay, everything looks amazing for Fun Gamers. Everything made sense.
I mean, I'm here for that, Tomo. I would be sad to see that at all, because like we were saying, we want to be able to get a decent, fun series right here. And if they could just absolutely demolish Nigma Galaxy game number 1, that's going to make it exciting. It's going to make it very, very exciting. But we are now underway. Game's unpaused. We have a 5-man smoke for Nigma, and they're heading into the same direction of a few members here of Fun Gamers, so we might get a level 1 fight.
Yeah, I look forward to also when the game ends, you can see everyone's MMR, and we can be like, oh, now we get it. But our Fun Gamers, I know 2 of them are ranked 300, one of them is a bit lower, which is cold, but it's fine. I'm not sure where MENA falls on the leaderboards. You know what I mean? Because as it's part of Western Europe, you know what I mean? Because you have like the top 5,000 region. Oh, cold. Oh dear.
In a really awkward spot. Does get pushed back there with a nice flame break usage, and eventually he will get brought down. Who gets the final hit? They're going to be able to give it over towards Miracle. So there you go. First blood going the way of the Terrorblade. Very nice turn events there for Nigma Galaxy. And it happens so early that they're going to be able to fall back and at least grab 2 of these bounties as well. So they are very happy.
He did get a 2-man decay, but in the end, just not close enough to the tower to stay alive. Poor Cold. Now he's ice cold.
Yeah, well, he's a zombie. I suppose he's always cold.
I guess so. Well, now he's colder. He's underground. Although you think was underground cold or hot? Anyway.
It depends how far down in the ground you go. You go a few miles, it's very hot. Very hot. But yeah, doesn't look like we're going to get any more fights. Everyone's just going to standardly stay, get the 2 for 2 on the bounties, and everyone's just going to go back to their standard lanes. So, we were saying that we're probably favouring this mid lane here for a new me. On the Queen of Pain, he should have a nice time. But how do you think the other 2 side lanes going to go?
Well, let's see. Bottom lane's going to be the Timbersaw as well as the Disruptor. It is going to be Disruptor 4, by the way, on Matthew versus Lunandai. Should go okay for really either side. And wow, A9's taking a few hits here. But it should be okay for both sides. Like, I think FBZ might be the strongest here on the lane, but if you can get good decays and Tombstone, you can kill Disruptor, so it should be fine for both sides. I also like the ward.
There you go.
I was gonna say, I love the ward that Nigma Galaxy planted behind the tier 1. That gives you vision of when couriers come, so it's very easy to snipe them.
Yeah, and you can already tell by Matthew's positioning that he's just going to try and play around this area and potentially snatch a few of those couriers away. In the mid lane, we do see Sumail having a decent start on the CS. There's Numi's trailing behind a little bit, but pause. Hopefully there's no severe lag issues going on.
So no, and Yumi does start with level 1 Scream of Pain, just because that one's a bit easier to hit the creeps with. We might probably going to be taking Shadow Strike in level 2 and 3. And oh my, the pause is coming out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It gives us a chance to look at the top lane, which is going to be the Bat Rider and the Terrorblade against the Slaughter IO. Unusual combination of heroes, I gotta say. And I do think I favor Fun Gamers on this one, but if Miracle activates the meta, that's also like when it shifts to Nigma Galaxy's side.
Yeah, that's true. I feel in general, it is just going to be Depkid having a pretty decent time up here. Should be able to push Miracle back, but they do have the saving grace, the fact that this Terrorblade did get the first blood, so that will help him a little bit. But again, I have to wait and see what Kuroki is really going to be able to bring to the table here and make space for Miracle not.
Bad Rider did got a pretty heavy nerf actually, which is that Flame Break does not last as long in the early levels. It used to be 5 seconds at all levels, now it's 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that slow is also shorter. The sticky napalm combination is also weaker, although by the time you get to the point of sticky napalm, you usually have maxed out Flame Break anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but the slow is not going to last as long, which is a problem.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit more like burst damaging now because it's the same damage in total, but but it definitely does impact the slow more than anything else, which I feel is probably the main aspect of the actual skill. So definitely does feel a bit rough.
I mean, going from a 5-second slow to a 2-second slow is pretty bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the percentage stays the same, and sure, the damage scales up, but just worse with sticky napalm. So there's a problem. And our admin, he's like, "Oh, come on, boys, we got a show. Let's keep it going."
Yeah, man. People want to start getting the action roller. I know I do. Hopefully, there's not going to be any issues. Still having some lag problems. Cold's even have to do a little reconnect. Oh dear.
Oh, well, let's hope everything's going to be fine when he comes back. Not because we're only 1 minute in, so there's not much to discuss in terms of items. You know, there's just a lot of stats for all the heroes. I'm seeing a lot of players just buy like casual circlet. Maybe you upgrade, maybe you don't. You just go for the efficiency in your backpack, right? You don't have to take 2 iron branches because it's just like you say 1 circlet. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
FBZ's got +6, magic 1, and 3 iron branches. That's cool. I'm excited to see what Matthew can do on this position for Disruptor. I feel like this hero is really good when you're winning, and as a position for, it's like, what can you do with this hero?
It's true. It feels like a decent sort of matchup against the Undying in a way. Like, you're able to keep your distance quite easily. You got good harassment against them as well, so should make this lane a little bit more awkward for Cold. But it kind of looks like Matthew's putting a lot of his attention on towards A9 instead, just really trying to focus on this Luna, which I guess also works. You know, FBC shouldn't really care about the Undying too much.
Exactly, right. FBC, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking why top bot lane favors maybe Nigma just a tiny bit more, is that the other 3 heroes all seem like they're killable, right? Except the Timber side. Like, I don't see you dying. You're probably going to be fine.
He should be A-OK indeed. But yeah, obviously, we're saying in the mid, the fact that Sumail does have this early CS lead, which is, just to be expected. You're a melee hero, it's going to be that much easier. But until Anumi hits his level 3, where I'm sure he'll have 2 points into Shadow Strike, then we'll start to see this lane struggle for Sumail. I mean, do you think maybe he might go for a different skill build, or do you think it is just going to be the Shadow Strike spam now?
Should be Shadow Strike. I mean, that's what you usually see. By level 5, it's like 2-1-2. Sometimes we've seen 3-1-1, which I feel like, wow, that's a big commitment, So we'll see how he's going to fall. But at least 2 points in Shadow Strike makes sense. Well, yeah, just waiting for the game here. A lot of the other regions have already finished. I believe that MENA will be one of the last regions to, despite having the fewest games, we will be ending it quite late tomorrow. This is how it is.
Yeah, just gonna get all the viewership for the most exciting games.
Hey, he's back.
Of course. All right.
We're fine.
Hopefully,
there we go.
That's the lag issue sorted. They're saying sorry, go.
Oof.
And we're now back under away, and hopefully, Cold is not going to have any problems anymore, because no one likes to lose a game because of lag. We've all had that in our past, where you just lag out and you just feel absolutely miserable. You don't want that in pro games either.
Oh man, the things I've done to my desk because we've lagged. Like, oh, it's your fault. As A9 taking it. Look, that's slow. You can feel it, by the way. It's usually giving Matthew enough time to land an extra hit. Before it was like the 0.1 second stun slow is too little, but now it's like 0.4. You really do have the time to chase and land an extra hit. Like Thunderstrike hit. Disruptor is definitely going to be a lane dominator this lane. Oh, sorry, this patch.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it already. Like A9 having the funnest time. Doing fine in CS though for now, but even still, I feel like once Matthew gets a few more points into Thunderstrike, it's going to be much more difficult for him.
In pubs, I've seen people put 2 points in just because the damage almost doubles from level 1 to 2. And oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, Cold, get it very low, but FBZ as well has to go for the Timber Chain to run away. Matthew will be able to kill the Tombstone, but maybe he's waited a little bit too long to start running away. A9 though, not going to be able to commit for the kill though. Matthew, all right, just harassing Cold back. No one's going to die here.
Not bad attempt though. Does mean FBZ is not going to be aggressive for a while. Matthew has used all his health and mana basically. Cold's also kind of out of commission, so we might see whoever's got the better mango usage is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he might be dead.
They're going to try and go for it, although it's actually FBC who's taking a lot of damage. Even still, Cold will hit the dirt again. And there's another kill going the way of Nigma Galaxy. Looked very close there, but FBC had a lot of stick charges saved up. It does make the difference.
Yeah, he's also got Bracer as well. Very well played with the Glimpse. Matthew just goes for Cold. You always forget that spell does do damage, a decent amount of it as well. So it's not the worst thing in the world because once Cold comes back, he's gonna have some mana. He's gonna be ready to actually like do something because an Undying with no mana is useless.
Yeah, 100%. So maybe FBC might struggle a bit now. He's just trying to get his arcanes as fast as possible. Probably not going to be too far away from that. But yeah, looks like in the mid is finally starting to go the way of the Queen of Pain now. Like Anumi actually leading in terms of CS, and you can even see Sumail having to run off to go and fill up a spot on the bounty, so costing a bit of time there for the Pango.
Yeah, overall, the lane stage, not too bad for fun gamers. We say that as, oh, Miracle, he's man mode.
Yeah, trying to push him back. The Debkit does take a lot of damage. Actually turns around onto Kuroki. Just trying to make the Batrider feel unsafe as possible. But yeah, even still, that was, I don't know if that was the first or second meta usage, but even still, like, fun gamers offlane didn't really care. Which
is nice, right? You kind of know that metas, they're going to be sort of not a threat for a while once it like expires. Queen of Pain gets a ruin. Mid lane 19 and 9 to the what was it 17 and 4. Not bad at all for the Queen of Pain. You do want to make sure Sumail doesn't get that level 6 for as long as possible. And those denies do add up. 10 denies, that's the highest in the game. Against Sumail, by the way, which is no easy feat.
Yeah, it's really impressive actually. Very happy to see that he's able to put up such a strong fight here, and again just continuously harassing him back just with the Shadow Strike on top of him. The Pango doesn't like to be sat in front of those creeps for too long. Meanwhile, down at the bot, we see FBC just being kept to this constant low health. Meanwhile, A9 and Colt seem pretty healthy and safe right now.
It's costing Colt all his resources. He's literally got no items. Everything he has is a consumable. I know, FBZ, he just Timber Chains.
His burst damage. And he takes a lot of Timber Chain, coming back off with the cooldown. In a second, he will be fine, get himself away. Very, very close though. There was a lot of damage that came in very quickly. He's going to make FBZ feel a little bit unsafe coming back into this lane in the future. But, you know, he's going to go all the way back to the fountain, heal up, come back in, full HP, full mana, and be ready to rock and roll.
All right, let's see what it is. Fun gamers, they're impressing so far. You know, they're holding their own. Like 0-2, maybe a little bit of CS advantage for Nigma Galaxy, but that's no big deal. They are threatening FBC in the bottom lane. Top lane, Dipkid's having a fairly decent time against Miracle. Mid lane, you can say that he actually won, although it is a very Queen of Pain favored matchup, but very nicely done by fun gamers in all the lanes so far.
Yeah, it really is. Like, the only person who's doing better than their counterpart on the side of Nigma Galaxy is Miracle so far.
Yes.
And even still, it's not a massive advantage. 35 and 8 against A9's 30 and 11. So it still feels pretty damn even between them. So yeah, very strong showing. But even still, it is actually a solid 1k gold lead from Nigma Galaxy. And Colt maybe in danger, trying to grab the 6-minute rune. Unfortunately, does spawn on top. Although Anumi and Zigzag are both here. And Sumail just goes for the TP out. Doesn't want to risk it. And a very wise choice.
I mean, Sumail gets the kill, but you get an Invis Ruin on the Queen of Pain. Maybe Anumi can actually go and like kill Miracle, and that is what he's thinking about. You know, he takes it. Oh wait, he's going top, but decides to change his mind. He wants the creep wave in mid instead. Okay. He's like, I don't want to be too predictable with this.
No. Although up top, looks like Miracle is actually in danger right now. Stuck between rock and a hard place, nowhere to go. And Debkid able to get the kill, the crush, not quite connecting there on towards Kuroki. But even still, taking down the Terrorblade, fantastic pickup there for fun gamers.
And huge. I feel like Slar is going to be sort of the main point of aggression for fun gamers. While the Queen of Pains, like you have that timing with your ultimate, but Slar is able to fight all the time. So him doing a good job, that is very nice for them. I mean, plus Queen of Pains, like if you show up with an ultimate, usually that's almost good enough. Like the gold later can come in later.
Yeah, it really is.
Gold. Okay.
Okay, just casually dropping the tombstone behind the tower, forcing her back right now. Mappy's actually taking a lot of damage. Has to glimpse A9 away. Cold, not going to be able to commit for the kill. FBZ, he actually jumps in aggressively there. Maybe going to be mistakes again. He gets beaten into and forced away. Very aggressive play. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the map, Miracle and KuroKy both die at the top lane there from a rotation from a new me. And Fun Gamers, man, they're really popping off. Although they're going to come down to this spot to try and get a retaliation kill. And it looks like it's only going to be on Cold to position 5. This was a rotation from Sumail, so even still, Fun Gamers, they're happy.
Yeah, for a second I thought FBZ was going to die. Okay, that was a little too much. But that, and them actually going for this aggression to different sides, it was difficult for Sumail because you kind of have to pick, do I save Miracle or do I save FBZ? And by the time, of course, Miracle was already dead, he had to go bomb. So it's not bad at all, this idea of having aggression both. And you look at the net worth, the top 3 cores on Fun Gamers, we have a game on our hands.
We really, really do. This is definitely a fantastic turn of events. We were saying everyone's going to be naturally favoring Nigma Galaxy in this game. They even got the first blood, which just makes you feel a little bit safer, saying Nigma Galaxy going to be the favorites. But Fun Gamers, man, they're just waiting for their timings. And they're really bouncing back hard here. And they're having a fun time, The
only people who weren't favoring Nigma Galaxy were the Nigma Galaxy fans. That's how it usually is. They're like, nah. As FBZ, he's level 5 to the 5 and 5 on Cold and A9, which is not bad for position 5 being the same level as the enemy offlaner. He is maxing out the decay as well, so FBZ is usually walking around with -12, -16 just because of the cooldown. So overall, very nice for Fun Gamers.
It is. You can see as well FBZ not even bothering to skill reactive armor in this lane because there's just so much magic damage spam. It doesn't feel like it's worth it. Which, I guess, it does make sense to some degree. You do lack out on the HP regen in general, though, which maybe affects his sustain in this lane, but we'll see if he gets punished anymore. But we do have a rotation here. Sumail trying to come for a backstab on towards A9 and Cold. Looks like they get a sail just for a jump immediately on towards the Undying. Puts down a tombstone. Cancel the Rolling Thunder with one stun, but he's still able to cast it through, although in comes the recall. And they're trying to go towards Matthew, but nice use there of the glimpse. Chucks away the Slardar. So he doesn't get involved, but even still, FBZ loses his life. And a new me trying to push for more, finding Matthew, chucks down the ult, secures the kill, and it ends up being another 2 picks up there for Fun Gamers.
Arcane Ruin was used in the time as well, so it's not going to be that long of a cooldown for the ultimate. He got him at the very edge, and we mentioned, right, this is what IO gives you, that aggression to keep going, whatever. It's very impressive. Look at FBZ's net worth, man. He is struggling. Just like the Slaughter is critical for Fun Gamers as the tip of the spear, the same thing for the Timbersaw. He's gonna be the guy who's first in the fight, so he's gotta have some net worth going for him.
Yeah, he really, really does. Otherwise, Nigma Galaxy are just gonna be struggling so much. Man, look at the chart. 78% win probability. Fun Gamers already. This is a real. We do have a fun game here now. This is good.
Yes, we do. When we were told there's only 2 matches. Oh, here we go. KuroKy.
All the stuff just about lands with Rosh. Although, actually going to turn around with the Flame and Lasso, but the glimpse at the same time just throws the Slardar away. It will keep KuroKy alive at the cost of 2 pretty important skills. And now it looks like Fun Gamers are just going to double down and take down this mid-tier 1. And there is nothing Nigma Galaxy can do to stop it.
Very smart move by Cold, by the way. When you're playing Undying, just do this. If you want to fight a tower, just drop the tombstone, so the enemy is discouraged from even starting the fight. So he just drops it. Yeah, it's got a bit of a cooldown, but well played by him that he just goes for it. And again, they continue to impress on Fun Gamers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really mounting to any large gold advantage. True. It's still only a 1k gold lead, but in terms of momentum, man, they are just all over Nigma Galaxy right now. This is a tough spot to be in here.
Yeah, but at the same time, you look at the Slar, he's already got Blink Dagger going towards the BKB, so he just wants to be in your face and without being controlled. And I like that, just be like, I can jump in. FBZ wants the Blink Dagger as well, but it's going to take some time for him. Mech finished up on the IO. Huge when you want to snowball, because that heal for the whole team makes it just so much harder. Basically removes like the effects of one whirling death.
Yeah, it's just getting so much worse here for Nigma Galaxy.
Oh, you me? Oh, you're doing so well.
Has been caught out. Yeah, Nigma Galaxy gonna feel very happy with themselves being able to secure this pretty important kill. Obviously, they're not the most farmed hero on the sides of Fun Gamers, but even still, they'll take absolutely everything right now, especially a kill onto the mid laner.
Well, yeah, well worth it for Nigma to get it. If you're Fun Gamers, you have to think maybe we should keep up with the aggression. Every time Tombstone's available, you take a tower, basically, so you can shrink the map. Oh, look who they found.
Yeah, they see Miracle underneath this wall. They've already smoked up for him. He is not long for this world. Absolutely nothing he could do to survive this one. There is the TPs coming in. Maybe Miracle survived long enough with the chain stuns. Doesn't even have Sunder leveled. So absolutely no chance of a counterplay there. And yeah, just another free pickup for Fun Gamers.
By the way, just at that moment, he brought the courier to spot that cliff ward. So he knew it was coming, and he's like, just a couple of seconds too late for that. A little unfortunate. And a big kill, again, for Fun Gamers. Probably the most important they can get right now.
Yeah, 100%. Like we were saying earlier on, like they have this ability to just constantly skirmish, and if they build up an early lead and shut down Miracle, they're going to have a fun time indeed, and that is exactly what they are doing right now, executing their draft to perfection, it feels. Again, even after that kill, they're still not mounting up much of a net worth advantage, but let's continue this pressure. Maybe even finding Kuroki, trying to sort of juke around from the cliffs, and look like he will be able to get himself away. Just go for the TP out. And he is gone.
It's still something, right? You send him away, you don't have to use any big ultimates. FBZ now, he's also forced to just TP away. Like, so many, even TPs all the way back to base. That's how sort of like worried they are. And if you're Fun Gamers, I imagine you want to start taking the bottom tier 1 so that you can open up Roshan for you. You do have Slardar with his corrosive haze.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I like what Zoom's going for, sorry, Zigzag. He is going for the Holy Locket. It's great because sometimes the mech is healing too much. You want to heal just one guy. So it's really good for that.
Oh, looks like we're going to get a fight here for the 14-minute Wisdom Rune. It's going to be on the Deku. Grabs it. It won't be Deku, though, coming through from Samael. They need a decent amount of control onto both of these heroes, but the rest of Fun Gamers are now turning up. And Nigma Galaxy are in an awkward spot. Got a few zombies there on side of Samael. But they're not going to, risk everything and dive on to take the tier 2. Good discipline there from Fun Gamers. They got what they needed, and they don't get punished for it.
They steal the stack, they pick the Wisdom Rune, but they did use the Tombstone. So obviously, right now, a lot of Fun Gamers' gameplay has been centered around Cold and his Tombstone usage. When it's up, they feel very aggressive. When it's down, they're like not. So they got a big win out of that. Tower, steal, and Wisdom Rune. And of course, they're going to get theirs themselves. So, like... It's not a win in terms of kills, but it is a win, again, as like you mentioned, in momentum.
Yeah, it is just looking all Fun Gamers right now. They're in a fantastic spot. I mean, I'm sure now they're going to have their eyes on Roshan very, very soon. Do they, try and go for a pick-off first and then into Rosh, or do you think they're feeling safe enough just to go into the pit regardless?
I think you want to pick off. You're up against, Pangolier in the Rosh pit. If Terribly shows up with one reflect... Oh, he's dead.
All right.
Sorry, Matthew.
Well, that's the kill. Matthew is just gone. There'll be no stack storm if they want to go to the for Roshan right now. Although, actually, never mind. He's such a short respawn timer.
Yes.
By the time he gets there, he'll be up, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think in general, we'd prefer to wait for Rosh to be on your side. It's just a little bit too risky to go for it while it's on the Dire side, unless you can get like several pickoffs right next to it, and you can go and get it within 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and they're dead. Let's see where. Yep.
I was going to say, I have a question for Zigzag. His name. Oh, okay, no, it's just illusions. Never mind. Like, is his name Zigzag, and he's sponsored by Zoom, or is Zoom Zigzag his full name?
Zoom Zigzag is his name. He's not sponsored. He's Zoom Zigzag.
All right. Okay. Yep. All right. It's a long name, but it makes sense. But we do have a big smoke play here from Nigma Galaxy. They're coming over. Smoke breaks onto Matthew. Actually, he gets jumped on immediately. Depkid jumps in very aggressively, drops the ult. Good Sonic Wave as well. Hits onto 3 heroes. This is a disaster for Nigma Galaxy. Samael with the Rolling Thunder, trying to do what he can, stunning onto multiple heroes. They will be able to kill the Io for this one. But even still, Anumi jumping after the bat will be able to find the kill. Although Miracle's actually getting all the pickoffs here with mainly just the illusions. He's on the opposite side of the map, but he's able to get himself a double. But regardless, it's still a huge win for Fun Gamers.
They found the worst guy they could jump. They found Depkid, the Slardar, who's got a Bracer, who's got Power Trace on Strength, who's got Ogre Axe, and they jump on him. He blinks away, which is incredible. And then You can see Zoom Zigzag, which we were just praising. He shows up with the whole lock, with the mech, and brings him up to full health. And that's going to be Rosh. We talked about it. You can take Rosh, you can get several kills right outside the Rosh pit. That's exactly what happens for Fun Gamers.
Yeah, absolutely dream scenario for themselves. They are really feeling it now. 5k gold leads. They're going to have the Aegis into the hands of Anumi.
Oh.
And unfortunately, it looks like Cold is still suffering with some lag issues. Not that it's been affecting them too badly so far in this game. Doing a good job.
Yeah, but if he disconnects, we might have an even game at this point, the way it's going. But now Cold is doing an amazing job on this Undying. It's kind of rare to see them games so centered around it, but from the beginning, he used all his money just to shut down FBZ. And you can see FBZ is lowest net worth of the cores because of that. And the way he's been using the tombstones, making sure that he's sort of like, they play around his tombstone very nicely. I don't know if you can praise him or the whole team, but someone deserves to get complimented here.
To be honest, I'm kind of just saying the whole team is really performing.
It's really
as a solid
good
unit right now. Like this seems like a team that's been playing with each other for quite a while now.
Yes.
They're very used to each other. Like this is fantastic stuff. Really is. And
I like Io. He's going for the great. He's got the great healing Lotus. We already talked about the whole locket. We can see Undying is going for the Pavis, recognizing, all right, I want to make sure I keep everyone alive. They're doing this a lot. They're trying to keep one guy from being bursted down, and then they can keep fighting, which is really nice for them so far. What about we have a Nigma Galaxy? Miracle still on the way to the Manta style, close to it. Will help accelerate his farm, but he's not really been the problem. It's been everyone else who's been struggling.
Yeah. He is. I mean, in terms of net worth, he's not a million miles behind. 1,200 gold behind A9 so far. How long do you think Nigma Galaxy have to drag this game out before the Terrorblade actually becomes scary, or do you think it doesn't really matter?
I mean, he's always going to be scary, right? That's the benefit of the Terrorblade. Plus, your illusions of Luna are always going to be good. I don't know if the thing is that scares me. You say go long, I'm like, as the game is going, the advantage is shifting more and more to Fun Gamer's side. So I don't know if a long game favors Nigma. However, Undying does fall off, so that's at least something that goes for them. In their favor, I mean.
Yeah. Unless, of course, he wants to go for like the core build and pick up an axe and everything like that. And then he'll never drop off. He'll become scary the whole damn game. But, we'll see what he's going to go for. He's actually going to have the Solar Crest up pretty soon as well.
Great for the Luna or the Slardar. But maybe, hey, you can wait for the third Roshan to drop for you. Honestly, the Undying Aghanim's might be kind of the best one you can get in this game, apart from Slardar. I think that one's the best that you can get.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense. All juicy targets they hit onto with it. We'll see, Always love to see position 5s picking up these greedy-ass items. Always fun.
It is good. Doubles his decay steal, which is very nice. All right, Nigma Galaxy right now. Bit of a tough spot. You're up against an Aegis on the Queen of Pain. Your heroes are kind of underfarmed. Now you have to be thinking like, it's kind of on Fun Gamers to dictate the pace of the game. They could be more aggressive if they choose to. And it seems like they are shaping up to go top lane. Cold probably has his Tombstone ready. And that's when they want to be able to take these fights.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to bully down this top tier 2, but it does not look like Nigma Galaxy are in the position to defend this whatsoever. So it's looking like it's going to be a free objective going their way. Miracle just, slowly pushing the spot lane in as well, farming up as much as possible. I mean, do Fun Gamers, after take this tier 2, even need to go back, or do you think they could just shove high ground?
I don't know if they want to shove high ground yet, but they can take all the tier 2s. I'm having a hard time thinking of who Nigma Galaxy can jump on. You have Luna with Io healing, you have Slar with BKB, and you have a co-op with Aegis. None of the cores feel killable for Nigma Galaxy. And yeah, they're just going high ground.
Why not? They're just sitting right now. Leaving A9 at the top.
There's a Tombstone for you.
Creeps. Yeah, Tombstone there to provide assistance. And there is a glyph available here. But there's creep wave coming in pretty soon as well. So there's not going to be any backdoor protection.
Oh, it's a bit. It's not too early because the tower's gonna fall, but it doesn't actually delay. You know what I mean? Like the creep is just gonna arrive by the time it's over, and they're just fine.
Yeah, tier 3 is gone. Miracle still out on the map trying to find what farm they can. And yeah, it looks like Fun Gamers. They're just gonna take the tower and go back. They do not want to get greedy. And even still, it's a pretty big objective to pick up.
Yeah, now you know that they probably won't be glyphing the tier 2s, because if you do, you won't be able to glyph the racks if Fun Gamers decide to go aggressive. And the Tombstone took a few hits, was timing out. Don't want to be too aggressive. This discipline for fun gamers is amazing. Again, this does not look like a stack that was just made.
No. Yeah, this is great. We were saying that maybe the region's got all these games gonna lack with the no winter bears here, but fun gamers, man, they're filling the void. They're doing it for us.
They're doing an amazing job of it. FBC, he is quite close to the Yule Scepter. That's nice for him. Unfortunately, well done.
Able to avoid that, and FBC will be able to get himself out of there extremely close. Although it looks like fun gamers just gonna settle going to push this mid tier 2 now.
That's the nice thing about Nigma Galaxy is that if you can dodge the Slardar, you're basically uncontrollable. The other 4 heroes don't have much to really work with. You got a couple of slows and mini stun, that's about it. So it's only Slardar who's really holding people down. That might be scary once Miracle's online, because if Slardar dies, I think Miracle will just be like, I can go against 1 versus 4, no problem.
That's what it seems like. Looks like they're gonna try and hunt for Miracle right now.
Oh.
Hiding in the trees.
They guess?
Does Step Kid find him?
Nah.
Going for the TP out. He will be okay. All right. Miracle escaping with the skin of his teeth there. Extremely close.
Good move by FBZ, by the way. His Wisdom Rune gets stolen, but he steals the enemy's Wisdom Rune. So it kind of comes out to 1-1. Kuroki in the jungle. Hanging out. He's chilling. Telling the team what to do.
Kuroki things.
Yeah.
It's like him and Puppy. They're always the very greedy sort of position 5 players. They'll play these awkward spots just to be able to find as much farm as possible. He's just gonna cut creep waves. Why not? Free money.
Yeah.
Oh, and a courier kill.
That's He's got it. There you go. Aghanim's shot. Big deal, actually. Very big deal that happens. And the Aegis has time. That's another courier. Oh my, oh my. This one's not as important, but the shard is a big deal for fun gamers. Now your aggression is kind of... It would be risky for you to take a fight now. Oh.
Yeah. It looks like Miracle's able to take down that top tier 1, but at the same time, they are going to lose their own final tier 2 here at the bottom. But they're just cutting all the creep waves. So I don't know if fun gamers are really going to be able to get much of a push forward for this. They have actually managed to keep a couple of creeps alive, but there is a glyph here for Nigma Galaxy just to kill him.
Oh, that's true, right? Sorry, it respawned when the third one, when the third tier 3 top fell. Okay, not bad.
Creeps, yeah, okay, glyph's going to be there, and that will put an immediate stop to all of this push. And they're going to fall back. Actually, they go for an immediate smoke as well, so they want to try and get a backstab onto anybody they can find. Clever. See if they can, though. Yeah, just look at the creep waves. You got TB Illusion top doing it. You got TB Illusion mid, cut creep waves there. You got Kuroki doing bottom. Okay, well, Kuroki is dead now. We have to curse him, but even still, they're doing it as best they can to keep the creep waves at a manageable spot.
Yeah, but mid-tier 1 does fall. So, Nigma Galaxy, they are delaying the game in a nice way. They've recognized we can't really take fights with what we have. We need Miracle to sort of come online. We know that Slaughter is very strong. Even Undying is causing us problems. So it's very good for what they've been doing. Aegis is timed out, and will potentially be up in 2 to 5 minutes. If you're fun gamers, I think you might not love the pace of the game right now if you're not able to go high ground soon.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and send it here just with the help of a single range creep. Glyph there for Matthew. Keep the push. Oh, he nearly dodges it. His illusion stayed, but he didn't. Very, very close indeed.
You said glyph. I think you meant glimpse, right?
Glimpse, that's the one. There's only a couple of letters difference or something. Let me off. Jump on in, broke with the flaming lasso, trying to drag him out of position right now, but immediately Dep gets into the backline. They found Matthew. He has got at the same time Zigzag taking a heck of a beat here from the TB Illusions, and they will manage to bring him down. Both the supports buy back. Sumer with the Rolling Thunder going forward. So if you've got a grab here onto Dep Kids, so the Slardar will die. It's a double for Miracle, and everybody else from Fun Gamers trying to run away. FBC managed to find him. He drops out the Eclipse. A lot of damage. The Timbersaw is actually going to die for this one. Miracle still here. Scary team with the right clicks. A9. Sliver of HP will actually get sent back to the base there. Glimpse, though, will secure the kill on towards Zigzag, but regardless, it's a big victory there for Nigma Galaxy.
It is. I mean, this cost them a buyback on Matthew, so it wasn't for free. And it's honestly interesting that Fun Gamers decided to go for the mid lane rather than going for top, which is kind of exposed with the barracks. And Miracle shows up. There's the meta. We've been saying, right? The moment Slaughter is down, Miracle has free reign. Even with the Slaughter up, it's not easy for him to go engage against the Terrorblade. But Roshan's might be up in about 30 seconds. We'll find out soon. It is going to be the Shard. Who's going to get it? Alright, Zoom Zigzag. Yeah, okay. I mean, spell lifesteal is fine this game.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's actually not bad for the Luna when they use Eclipse. Like, that's actually a lot of lifesteal.
And you get the slow resistance, which is... I don't know how I feel about the mechanic that there is stat resistance, slow resistance. I feel like it should all be rolled into one, but whatever.
Yeah, doesn't really make much sense. Oh well. A minute is the respawn time. Yeah. So it's guaranteed to be on the dire side no matter what. We'll see which team's going to be able to get it. All the ultimates and everything are going to be back online by the time it does respawn. So it's probably going to be a big fight. Although Deb Kids charging forwards, he has managed to find FBZ. There's going to be the glimpse of throw him away. Yule's up in the air from FBZ himself. Unfortunately, it doesn't make any difference in keeping him alive. And he will get brought down. Gone for 50 seconds as well. We'll see what Fun Game is going to be able to do with this timing.
A bit awkward to go though. You just use the Tombstone bottom. Fun Gamers, I mean, good kill. But I think right now the focus should be that, can we get second Rosh? Then we go maybe top lane. Because another disaster like that and all your momentum goes away. 80% win rate still very high. Very, very high.
Yeah, you can see it dropped down a bit after that awkward fight, although they have managed to find Miracle.
They know the real one.
Yeah, he is gone. 50 seconds in the dirt. Even Kuroki actually dying elsewhere. Just from Numi picking him off, he's trying to cut creeps. And yeah, Roshan's up. Not for long, though. Will go down, and then I'm sure a Fun Gamer is going to be looking at trying to push this game and potentially take down a couple of set of barracks. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, do they have to wait for Eclipse? Is that big enough for them to slow him down?
I don't think so. I think Eclipse has always been sort of like a nice add-on ultimate to the core Luna. You know, don't really rely on too much. It's a nice to have, but not necessary to have. And I love what Dipkid was able to do. He recognized that the one running away was the fake illusion. He was not even phased for it by a second. He's like, I know that ain't the real Miracle. Because he's done that move a few times. He's like, yeah, I know who the real one's staying to fight.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those situations where fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I don't care.
No,
very nice little pick-up.
Fool me twice, you can't fool me again. That's the famous saying, I believe, that they say. Well, in the meantime, the top lane. Fun Gamers, huge lead. Oh, cold! He's only got 4 minutes of time. Is this the comeback Nigma Galaxy needs? You know, they're like, yep, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, can you imagine what all the Nigma Galaxy fans would say if that is why they won, was because the position 5-1 dying just DC too long? They would, I don't know, the chat would be in an absolute uproar.
Well, we'd have to wait 5 minutes to find out. Oh no! Bucks, please! Give them a chance!
Well, I think they also suffered the draft penalty, didn't they? Because they were like 5 or something minutes late to the game, and now they're all having so many lag issues that they're running out of pause time as well. Like, Fun Gamers, they're not very lucky, but they're playing well. They are playing well.
It's like, how are they doing this with every penalty possible? Lag, draft, up against Sigma. They're like, yeah, it's okay, we'll just win. He calls back. He's ready. It would be a shame if we lost that way.
Yeah, it would. That would be like so damn sad. It really, really would be. But we do see Fun Gamers now looking like they're going to attempt another high ground play. But Nigma Galaxy ready and waiting for it. And they've already used Firefly here on Kuroki. So he was thinking about jumping, but A9 not really the best target with the flame. That's what he's going to do. But immediate stun comes in there from Depkid. Good burst damage. And actually, it looks like the first life for Luna will be lost. Sumail, good control here with the Rolling Thunder. Forces everybody else to disengage. But here comes the second life of A9. Tombstone's already down, and now he's just going to start hitting the buildings.
Yeah, but Zoom Zigzag was not latched onto him at the time, so that's why they were able to bring him down. No heals, but if you're trading the Aegis for one step barracks, you're very happy. As one more hit, there you go. Oh, wow, that means he denies it.
The memes, mate. He is not letting him have that one. Just denies it down. Wait, hang on, he denied it, but it still says they got the gold bounty, 155. Right? Isn't that max bounty still?
I think it is. Okay, chat will let us know. Is there any benefit to denying your barracks? Because if MBC does that, it's like he might deny the throne. He's like, nah, Not for you, bastards.
It's all psychological warfare, Tomo. That's how they're going to get their advantage back in this game. As their middle tier 3 now getting aggressed, Cliffing back A9, but not really held in place for too long. They might just double down and continue pushing into this one. The tier 3 is still so damn low. I mean, Rolling Thunder is back up online in 13 seconds. Flaming Lasso is already back, and they've pre-dropped down the tombstones. So yeah, Fun Gamers, they're going to commit for this one.
Actually, no, now that you have the flash, so you might be scared here. A9, he's forward. He's the main guy who's hitting, but he's also the most important hero. It would be scary if Croaky can catch him.
It really would be. They're going to make the jump with the Static Storm. Immediate jump in as well from the Slardar. Without the BKB, he can't get any stuns off. A9 there with his own BKB gets popped. Miracle getting absolutely shredded. He can't use the Sunder. He's gone for 50 seconds. And this looks like the end for game number 1 here in Nigma Galaxy. As 4 of them are dead. They have no buybacks remaining. And yeah, Fun Gamers, they're going for the end. They're hitting the tier 4s. Cold even just dying to the buildings. Why the hell not?
Oh, and that's
immediate grab. Oh, he's able to survive, just barely. Takes a lot of damage. Anumi, not going to let him get away. And there it goes. It's another kill. GG is called. Fun Gamers take game number 1. What an absolutely insane start to this series.
What? You know, when we were given the matches, I was like, Nigma Galaxy going up against Fun Gamers. We got... And then there's